Rosie is a bad person, and Rosie doesn't understand the truth.
Now, she said she expected you to sue. Will you sue for...
She may be right.
Well, what do you think? I mean,
I'm going to surprise Rosie, but I guarantee I'll have a lot of Rosie's money, you know, right out of her big fat pocket. I'll have a lot of Rosie's money coming into my pocket. That's my prediction.
Okay. Well, Donald Trump, it is good to have you with us. And, you know, I'm glad you gave the gal a second chance because we all make mistakes. Clearly she's made some big ones, but I'm glad that she's getting the help that she needs. And that especially at this season of the year, you know.
Well, I think Rosie's given a lot of girls second chances, Edie.
Okay. Donald, thank you very much. Well,
and that'll end the interview, won't it? Man, it's just gotten downright mean, hasn't it?
Well, yeah.
I mean, yesterday she's accusing him of being an adulterer. He questions her sexuality in about 18 different ways in that interview with you.
I don't think it's any question anymore. She's come out.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it just goes back and forth. And
yeah.
It didn't end there, because after the gals over at The View heard Donald Trump talking to me, they then reacted over there. It's like back and forth, ping-pong.
Barbara Walters on vacation. That's why
she's on vacation. She's taking painkillers for the headache she's got right now. Anyway, Lisa Bernhardt is going to be joining us in just a couple minutes to tell us what they said over there then after they heard Donald. Anyway, that does it for me right now, because I have to race home and watch the history of Texas Longhorn football that my wonderful colleague Bill Hemmer gave me for Christmas. So thank you.
You got it.
And you stay right there. Log on. Fox Online begins with Bill right here on Fox.
Thank you, Edie. Let's start in Atlanta, Georgia, where the news is breaking now. A two-alarm fire in downtown Atlanta, it appears from the videotape here. WAGA is on the scene there. The aerials from their own helicopter. We're trying to pinpoint the location for this fire because it is growing by the minute, literally, inside of that building. There's an expressway that runs off just to the up and, I guess, off to the right where the camera goes wider, which may indicate this area is right in downtown Atlanta. I-75 goes through there. I-85 goes through there. Said to be a two-alarm fire. Not certain if it'll grow from there, but this is the Essex Court Apartments now. Okay, we've got it here. That's the exit ramp for Interstate 20, which runs east-west right through the heart of downtown Atlanta. Here's the good news. The building is abandoned. Wow, that is good news. And no injuries. Cause of the fire not known. But the firefighters trying to put it out before it spreads even bigger than it has so far. Live in Atlanta, and the picture from WAGA happening now here on Fox. Now launching Fox Online where the news meets the net, and clicking this hour while it cost $1 billion to win the White House. When the NBA makes players pay up, where does that money go? And Mom's sounding up on Miss Teen USA with the booze and the bad behavior. First, though, the horrific crime story taking shape in New York City. A man from Long Island accused of ordering a hit on his wife and demanding that the killer deliver in time for the holidays. Rick Leventhal is watching developments now live in our newsroom here in New York. Rick?
And Bill, apparently this wife had no idea that she might be in trouble. When Tina Paul's husband didn't come home on Tuesday, she asked police to search for him, but they already knew where he was. He was in jail, busted for trying to hire a hitman to have his wife killed. Cops say 31-year-old Santosh Paul offered $200,000 to have a knife plunged into his wife's chest before Christmas, first asking a friend to do the deed and then approaching a hitman when the friend turned him down. But the friend had already gone to police, and the hitman was actually an undercover cop. The Paul's marriage was reportedly arranged in India 6 years ago, and Tina Paul apparently had no idea there was trouble ahead, saying her husband would never, ever do anything like this. But cops say the husband met 3 times with the alleged hitman in a McDonald's parking lot, twice bringing his 3-year-old son along in the car, also carrying a photo of his wife, a copy of her life insurance policy, a down payment of $2,500 in cash, his wife's business card and license plate number, and instructions that she should be stabbed in the heart during a trip into New York City. He also wanted her rubbed out before the weekend, but his attorney denies it all.
He wanted to be able to mourn her before the holidays, and that was why he wanted it done before the holidays.
He maintains his innocence. His wife stands behind him, which should tell you something. And it doesn't tell you that she's an idiot, if that's what people are thinking. She doesn't believe this is possible.
Well, cops say they have hours of videotape to prove the charges, and Paul faces up to 25 years in prison.